Hello, everyone. I hope you all had a happy Easter on yesterday, on April 12th, the year 2020. And I want to share with you all on today a little bit about my mentor, Misha Wilson, which is the Super Affiliate Network. On Friday, we was in a 4-hour webinar. And in that webinar, he began to talk about his mentor Dagan Smith, which I was talking about in the book earlier of Expert Secrets, how him and Russell Brunson got started off with Dagan Smith. So on that webinar, he began to talk about how he started off with Dagan Smith and how he began to start online to get his business started. I'm talking about my mentor, Misha Wilson. And he went through some trials and he went through some failures, but he didn't give up. Dagan kept encouraging him to keep on until his business got up and running online. So I wanted to share with that to you on today before we begin and to continue to into talking about secrets pound number 2, and I will be continuing that on today, and we'll be going into secret pound number 3 on how to get your online business started. And we was reading about to get people to identify with your movement, come up with something simple that you can put on a t-shirt your members could wear that would make them identify your movement. Think I am a or I. They can think you are a funnel hacker. I am a lady boss. I build funnels. I see things differently. I am a biohacker. What would your tribe wear proudly on their shirts, on their chests, excuse me? Number 4, create your own title of liberty. In this ancient American's military commander named Captain Morin led an army into a war they couldn't win. Some of his troops started to lose faith in their commission, and some of them even left to join the enemy forces. The captain needed to do something quickly to save his army and his people. The story goes that he took his coat and tore it into a makeshift flag, and he wore on it in memory of our God, our religion, our freedom, and our peace, and our wives and our children. Then he put that flag on the end of a pole and called it the title of liberty. When people saw it, they railed around their leader Mourn, and in a scene that I can only imagine was similar to Mel Gibson's famous freedom speech from the movie Braveheart. They renewed their faith in the cause and went to win their war. True believers, title of liberty. And here's a picture of the true believers. Your culture needs a title of liberty, something they can look at when they are feeling doubtful, a rationally called, something that will help you and them know who you are, remind them who they are, and refocus them on where you are going together. There are different ways to create a title of liberty for your group. Title of liberty, pound number 1. You can write this down. The meaning of manifestation. I got the idea for this one after I saw some of the cool things that Brandon and Kaylin Poland were doing inside their culture. They had all their women save this as the background image of their phone, so every time they turn it on dozens of times a day, they are reminded that what it means to be a lady boss. And that's what I'm trying to be, a lady boss in the process of it. 12 o'clock Monday, January 1st, lady boss. Never give up, give no excuses, punish through, spread sparkle, get it done, take action, is confident, love herself, kicks butt, stay focused, is unstoppable. And here's a picture of it. It didn't take long after I saw that to create a mini manifesto for my funnel hackers and get them saving it as the background on their phones. Here what we created. 12 o'clock Monday, January 1st. I am a funnel hacker. I define my own destiny. I create my own luck. I build my own empires. I change the world. And I'm just one funnel away. That's what was Russell Brunson. And here's a picture. We took the phrase we created to help them identify with our group, then plugged in our core values to remind them what it means to be part of our tribe. Excuse me. Title of Liberty, pound number 2. You can write this down, the manifesto. Do you remember the scene in Jerry Magner where he stays up all night because he's inspired about how things should be? And he writes a mission statement that he calls the things we think and do not say. He talks about what's wrong in their business and how things should be. When I created our funnel hacker manifesto, I thought through a similar process what was wrong in our industry. What were the things I hated about business that I felt weren't right for actual customers? A lot of it had to do with venture capitalists and how they destroy entrepreneurs and the culture of those tribes. I wanted to create a divide between entrepreneur startups and VC-backed startups, something that my tribe would resonate with it. It took our core values from our manifesto and made them bolder, something people would stand behind. When then our members print this out and frame it to their next computers or it make its desktop background, the way they never forget we stand for. See our manifesto on page 45. And this is what Russell was talking about, the manifesto on page 45. Title of Liberty, pound number 3. You can write this down. Video sequence more advanced. All TV shows start with a title sequence that people hear over and over. Think about the show Friends, and almost instantly you'll be sharing. I'll be there for you by the remembrance. What song do you think about when I mention the show Seinfeld or The Simpsons? These songs are burned into our minds and immediately take us back to the feelings we have associated with those shows. I wanted to create something familiar for the videos we created for our funnel hacker community. So we created a video that became our traveling call. When my culture hears it, they are very clear on why they should be involved and where we are going. People who resonate with it will join our cause. Those who don't will be punished away. I've broken down the elements of my video into a script you can follow to create your own. You can see the video at www.funnelhackertv.com. Hear how the script goes. And once again, here's the script of the funnel hacker, as you can see. Expert secrets. The title of Liberty. And here's a picture of the title of Liberty. And you can use these. Us versus them. Identify the character leader. Identify the movement. Take stand. Why are you different? Who are you collective fighting against? Who you are. And here's a picture, once again, what I just read out. Identifying who you are and the character. Identify the characteristic leader, who you are. My name is Russell Brunson. If you would say, I would say my name is Tarria Dunn, or you would say whatever your name is. You would have to identify yourself and then identify the movement. I'm part of a group of underground entrepreneurs you've probably never heard of. US versus them. Take a stand. We don't rely on cash from a venture capitalist to get started. And we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. We have products and services and things that we know can change people's lives. Why are you different? Because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets. We have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financially safety nets. Every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? Who or what are you collectively fighting against? If you ask the MBAs or look in the college textbooks, they'll tell you that what we're doing is impossible. Yet it's happening every single day. It happens through the art and science that we call funnel hacking. Who are you? We are funnel hackers, and those are our stories. Do you see how powerful that is? The video isn't long, only a minute and 10 seconds, but it clearly defines who we are and what we are and what we're all about. People resonate with the message are going to say, heck yeah, and then join us. Those who don't get it will just move on. It's natural selection for the true believers. Those are the 4 core things we used to create our 4 base calls. What can they place their hope and faith? Help them break their 4-minute mile. Let them self-identify. Create a title of liberty. It will cast a vision, create hope, and give people the faith they need to move forward and make a change. Now that you've got a charismatic leader and a fortune-based call, it's time for the 3rd piece of your vehicle for change, the new opportunity. And that was the end of secret pound number 2. We will be going into secret pound number 3, the new opportunity, the vehicle of change. And I hope you all got some education on today, and I hope you got some value. And we're going to continue to read out an expert secrets and going into pound number 3.